So everyone, and welcome to part 85. Ooh, thank you very much. Oh wait, I haven't sent it back out, have I? What am I doing? Right, let's try this again. Well, let's not try it again. Let's do the next bit. Now, bring me Ninjamon's item, please. Give me 5 sirloins, please. Okay, well you're tight-fisted. There again, 3 sirloins are better than 3 meats. Better than 3 giant meats. Anything it's not better than is 3 sea basses. So yeah, flavoured wing. There should be an old cloth in there, shouldn't there? Somewhere, yep. So I didn't need to check the item because it was immediately obvious that the flaming wing is the item that makes you digivolve to Drimogemon. Not the sort of thing you need to check because it's kind of obvious. Now I must save. Oh, I don't need to because it seems that the prize is the same every time, but nonetheless I'd like to save. As much as I hate to bring Pokemon into a Digimon video, obviously Pokemon is very, I don't know what the word is, but when it comes to like types and strengths and weaknesses, it's very obvious, isn't it? Like everyone knows like what's what and what's strong against what and stuff, and I suppose Digimon is the same, although it's less obvious about it. Because when you think about the natures, I mean, I think all the natures in this game can be compared to Pokemon types, can't they? Because obviously you got fire in this game, which is obviously the comparison of fire, because there's fire in this game, and obviously that's the comparison of fire and Pokemon. There's ice in this game, which is obviously the comparison of ice and Pokemon. Battle, I'd imagine, is the comparison of fighting. Battle in Digimon, the comparison of fighting types in Pokemon. Earth, I'd imagine, is the comparison of poison. Machine, probably steel. Filth? Maybe poison again? Air, obviously electric. Or thunder, whichever it is in the Pokemon world. I'm not very good at Pokemon. I'm a lot more behind. Digimon I know well, Pokemon I do not. But yeah, the way strengths and weaknesses work in Pokemon is probably how it works in here, to be honest. Although there are some, in Pokemon, there are some controversial, like, strengths and weaknesses and resistances and stuff. I mean, like there's like some types that might not be strong against a type that I personally think should. For example, in Pokemon, I think electric should be strong against steel, because when you think about it, metal conducts electricity, doesn't it? really, really badly. So yeah, I think steel should be vulnerable to electric, even though I don't think it is. And it should probably be vulnerable to water as well, considering that water makes metal rust. But that's not the case either, is it? These special tournaments, to be honest, don't look like they're going to be a great deal harder than the grade tournaments. So if I was looking at this, I'd say it looks like a C. It's maintainment looks safe in these. But looking at the opposition, I would guess this was a C tournament, if anything. That's rubbish. The original Garulamon would win that. Am I right in thinking the only other Digivolution items I need now are Ninjamons? Well, the only ones I don't have are Ninjamons, Kawagamons, Carpalterimons, Hercules Carpalterimons, and Monzaemons. Although Monzaemon I'm going to get without a Digivolution item. So I'm getting lucky. Better. When I was flattened, I did 24 damage with one hit, didn't I? And that actually was more than what Waymon did altogether, excluding his finish, of course. But all those water blitz and teardrops and stuff, it all did less than that one attack when I was flattened. Yeah, Monzaemon, I won't need his Digivolution item, because he'll come naturally when I get Numamon. Ninjamons I'll probably need. I'm not entirely sure to do with the Insectoid Digimon's Digivolution items. S. I reckon I'll get either Kawagamon or Carboterimon naturally, and then Hercules Carboterimon naturally, and we'll want to get the other champion's Digivolution item from intentionally coming second in the tournament. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only Digivolution items that I don't have or have never had are the ones I listed: Ninjamons, Monzaemons, Kawagamons, Carboterimons, Hercules Carboterimon. So I'm overlooking something, but Digivolution items generally aren't the sort of things you just find lying around, are they? Normally you know roughly where to go in order to get them. You know, I have a thing with always having to enter an S tournament when it's available, unless it's so ridiculously, insultingly obvious that I would get thrashed. AKA, if I had like an Agumon who had like 1000 HP and MP and like 100 of everything else. Although it's not all about stats though, is it? Sometimes people say, you know, technique over stats. Technique over stats. I suppose if you had some really interesting techniques, maybe you could really defy the odds, despite having insultingly low stats. Now I predict all these Digimon are going to be easier than the Palmon in the Rookie tournament. Well, the D-grade tournament. Well, that's true so far. I defeated Monzaemon quicker, a lot quicker, and lost a lot less HP. Yeah, when you really get some interesting techniques going, sometimes it's amazing what you can do. I mean, Final Fantasy X, I've seen the no sphere grid challenge, where somebody has completed the game without using the sphere grid, which means they completed the game with the stats that they started off with. And you'd think it's impossible, but with the techniques that they produce, it really is breathtaking. And as predicted, they were all easier than Palmon. Palmon brought me down to 44 seconds, was it? They brought me down to 78, 78 and 76, and they all took less HP from me than Palmon did. Not very often a Palmon from a D tournament gives you a harder time than 3 ultimates from a S tournament. I need to be visiting the item shop soon, don't I? I'll be unique again into the version 3, since it's there. I believe there's one more win to go in this part. I do have room for the next item. Okay, I do have room. Didn't know how full my inventory was, because I know I'm going to be getting another item from the version 3 tournament, but it's okay, I've got 2 spaces. So, yeah. So even if I get a unique item from Drimogemon, you know, I've got 2 spaces, so I can take that and the item from the version 3 tournament. Make sure it is just sleep. Ah, 11. Okay, it does show the first 2 digits. Because we are either 110 or older, and it's showing the first 2 digits. And the first 2 digits is 11, that's what it's showing, so it's saying 11. Okay, so it's not a glitch, it is just showing the first 2 digits. That is all it has room for. So yeah, so my Mega Seadramon lives to 100, my Etamon also lives to 100, my Etamon lives to be an older. My Etamon lives to 110 and older. Never thought I'd have a Digimon outlive my Mega Seadramon, but it's happened. Suddenly 100 doesn't seem quite as old as it used to be. Okay, what about these Digimon who've joined the city? I mean, none of them have ever faded away, have they? Centauramon, when did he join? Like day 2 or something? Centauromon's about as old as my Etamon. The Agumon in the item bank, he joined day 1, didn't he? He's got to be the same age as my Digimon. How come they never fade away? How come the recruited Digimon never fade away? They seem to live forever. What's their secret? So this will be the 94th championship win, won't it? 6 more wins, 2 more parts. Barkamon is a strange Digimon, isn't he? See, I used to think he was good because in the first season of Digimon, when I think it was Joe and Sora were at that, I can't even remember where it was, but when they were against all the Barkamon, and then there was that one really bad one who really put up a good fight, and it made me think that Barkamon was a tough Digimon, but then all the other Barkamon were just thrashed really easily. And he is quite a hard Digimon to get. I'm not sure if Barkamon is good or bad, to be honest. Sukamon makes the final. Doesn't happen much. I mean, in the filth tournament he might have a chance, but that's the only. But then he's against opposition as pathetic as himself. Other than that, he never really stands a chance, and he's not going to stand a chance here either. Filth Digimon do seem to be quite resistant to air though. So my Thunderbolt generally did about 1,000 or less. But against Centauromon I remember doing it as much as about 1,700. Same with Barkamon. So for each 10 days our age meter is going to increase by 1. So it's increasing very slowly, at a lot less than the normal speed. It is 94 wins now, yep. Yeah, so when I reach, well, if I was to reach 200, then I guess it would say 20. But I'm not going to be reaching 200 in this playthrough. I mean, it would be possible, but not something that I'm going to be doing at this current moment in time. But I'll be keeping hold of my Mega Speedrun, who's 100, and you never know, maybe I'll go back to it. But as far as this part is concerned, the end is here, so thank you everyone for watching, and hope you enjoyed.